Assalamualaikum guys, welcome back to Civil Engineers YouTube channel. Today in this video lecture I am going to discuss about size of beam with steel reinforcement details for G plus 1 story residential building. G plus 1 means for 2 floors residential building. So the first one is size of beam. So what should be the size of beam for 2 floors residential building? The first one is size of beam. The second one is steel reinforcement. So in size of beam, I will guide you for width and depth. So this is its size. In steel reinforcement, I will guide you for numbers of bars with stirrups details. And the third one, grade of concrete. Okay. So the first one is, so what is G plus 1 story? It means ground floor plus 1 story. It means for 2 floors. Okay. So the size of the beam should not be less than, this is plinth beam, okay. As you can see guys, this is its depth. So the depth of the beam should not be less than for G plus 1 story, which is 12 inches, okay. And the width should not be less than 9 inches. So the size of the beam should be 9 by 12 inches. 9 by 12 inches, you can keep the size of plinth beam for G plus 1 story. Now guys, here sometime we are trying to find out the depth and size of beam. We will find the depth of beam in its width, but this is normal residential building, so therefore we don't require the structure design for the plinth beam. So therefore I am guiding you from my personal experience that the size of the beam should not be less than 9 by 12 inches. So now come to its steel reinforcement. So guys, in bottom and also in top, you are able to provide 3 steel rods at the bottom and 2 at the top. As you know guys, the top portion is called compression zone. So this is compression zone, and the bottom portion is called tension zone. So in tension zone you can use 3 steel rods. In compression zone you can use 2 steel rods. So total we required 5 steel rods, which dia should not be less than, the dia should not be less than 12 mm. Okay, so this is dia of steel rod. So it means 5 numbers, dia 12 mm. Okay, so these are numbers of steel rods. Why we are providing 3 numbers at the bottom? Because concrete is weak in tension. So therefore we are using 3 numbers or 4 numbers, but for normal residential building G plus 1 you are able to provide 3 numbers at the bottom, which is tension zone, because concrete is weak in tension, but the concrete is strong in compression. So in that case we will provide 2 numbers in upper portion, and dia should be 12 mm for both, for compression zone also for tension zone. Okay, so these are steel reinforcement. So now guys, come to its long section. So this is plan. And here guys, you can see this is long section for the beam. Okay, so here these are columns, again you can see. Okay, so here you can see this is span of beam. Okay, so in that case the span you can keep up to 16 feet. Okay, so here guys you can see we are providing the steel rods. So these are steel rods. So in this case these are stirrups guys, you can see ring or stirrups. Okay, so here let me make it the stirrup inside beam. Okay, so here you can see this is stirrup. Okay, so this is called stirrup. So the stirrup dia should be 8 mm. with the spacing of 150 to 200 mm. It means at the distance of L by 4. Suppose this is 16 feet. So at the distance of 4 feet. Okay, so at the distance of L by 4. So here we have 4 feet. Okay, so at this place you can keep the spacing of stirrups 150 mm or 6 inches. After L by 4, you can see I increased the spacing. So this is called, so this is 200 mm now. Center to center distance. Okay, or you can say 8 inches. Okay, 8 inches you can keep at this place, but at the distance of L by 4, you can keep up to 6 inches, or you can say 150 mm. So this is very important. So remember guys, here you can see the hooks. Okay, so the hooks should not be less than 3 inches. The length of the hook should not be less than 3 inches, and the angle should be provided 135 degree, like this, as you can see. Okay, so it should be provided like this, not on 90 degrees. So this is the correct way of stirrups. Next guys, you can see here grade of concrete. So for G+1 story, you can use the grade of concrete which is M20. As I discussed in many videos, what is M? So M stand for max, and 20 is the characteristic strength of concrete. Okay, in 28 days. So therefore guys, the M20 grade of concrete is 1:1.5:3, where 1 part is cement and 1.5 parts are sand and 3 parts are crush or aggregate. Okay, so this is grade of concrete. So in this case guys, you can see the water cement ratio you can use from 0.45 to 60. Okay, so this is the ratio of this is the water cement ratio, and this is the ratio of concrete for M20. So if that is beam or column, so don't use less than. For residential building, M20. So hope this short video can help you to know about size of beam, steel reinforcement, grade of concrete for G+1 story. Thanks for watching. See you in next video. Goodbye.